Here we go!
Hey, what's up everybody? This is GamerBlank90 and welcome back to my next video in my recent playthrough series for Sonic 3D Blast in 2D, or Sonic 3D in 2D, the fan game made by Soda that pays tribute to Sonic 3D Blast. In this video we are checking out the Rusty Ruin Zone, which, as I said in my last video, is awfully similar to that of Aquatic Ruin, but looking closer at the background, I'm noticing that it also combines some notable assets from the Hydro City zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. In particular, those imposing pillars right there, along with the windows directly behind them, definitely come from Hydro City, with some brick layouts thrown in to give it more of a archaic look, so to say. Incredibly touched up from Soda Nuck here. I actually never mentioned this in the last video, I believe, though I think the opening section of the video indicated as such, but Soda Nuck is the one who made this fan game, so many thanks to him for delivering to us an awesome fan game to experience. And if you guys haven't checked it out yet, I'll be linking it in the description below in each video that pertains to this fan game, so make sure to go and check that out if you haven't. It's definitely worth your time. Although once you get to this level, you may find yourself getting quite frustrated over a fairly large number of dick moves that will happen here in terms of enemy placements and trap placements. Rusty Ruin is notorious for that. Also, in case you haven't realized by now, there are some contraptions built into the ground that, when Sonic runs over them, will turn him into essentially a spinning top. And he can only break through pillars like this while he's spinning exactly like this. So, on occasion, you may need to find what is called a spinning top, for lack of a better description for it. Whenever you run across one on the ground, be ready to guide Sonic towards some areas where he needs to break through walls like this in order to advance further through the stage, because if you're not careful, you can get lost fairly easily in Rusty Ruin. Now, as the special stages, I mentioned how these are a headache. Well, you're about to find out why. For one, they use the Sonic 2 half-pipe special stages, which I absolutely do not like. Not unless I'm playing them in, like, say, Sonic 4 Episode 2, or I'm playing the mobile version of Sonic 3. But even the half-pipe itself isn't quite the biggest reason why I don't like these special stages. But the raids come in so freaking fast that you have little to no time to react to them, especially if you're not comfortable with the layout. The bombs come in just as fast, too. That one I totally was not ready for. Look at this! They come in so fast, I'm not gonna be amazed if anyone can beat these at all. Like, I'm not trying to sound like a scrub, but exactly how can I be ready for these? Like, I can already tell it's a lost cause. I'm not gonna get enough rings in time. Absolutely no way. So, a little bit of advice for the maker of a fan game would be to maybe make it so the rings don't come in nearly so fast, because I have such little reaction time to work with in special stages like this. If it's on 2 special stages, the rings didn't quite come in that fast, as far as I recall. Or maybe it's just me letting my inexperience shine through again, but yeah, I really don't know how I feel about the special stages. I would probably just stick to grabbing the Chaos Emeralds by being the at-one boss instead of playing through those, because they don't feel entirely refined yet. However, similar to improving with your handling of the level layouts, the more you play with special stages, the easier it is to predict where the rings will show up, so that you can then respond accordingly. But that's kind of the issue I have with these special stages, is that you have to predict instead of react. Like how most of the special stages allow you to do. Like, you see rings incoming, and at least you have like a full second's worth of time, sometimes 2 seconds, to quickly position yourself in time to collect the rings. But this time around, I know I'm the fastest thing alive, but I'm not that fast. I can't keep up with layouts like that, or with the speed of the ring showing up like that. It's just, I don't know. But now that you know why I find the special stages such a headache, let's get back to the playthrough. These tile layouts look very similar to the Labyrinth Zone now, so we're combining them with Hydro City assets to further enhance the atmosphere in Rusty Ruin. And by the way, if you wonder why this does use assets from Labyrinth and Rusty Ruin, this because Rusty Ruin, excuse me, Hydro City and Labyrinth, this is because there will be underwater segments that you have to contend with in this stage, unlike 3D Blast where there weren't any at all. Matter of fact, were there... I don't think there was a single underwater section at all in the original 3D Blast. At best, you had lakes that you could, like, run across in 3D Blast for, like, Green Grove and such. Crap, I need a ring, thank you. But other than that, you didn't actually have to worry about going underwater, so at the same time, there wasn't a bubble shield that you could add to your arsenal, because there was absolutely no need for it. Anyway, we seem to be going the wrong direction, so we need to come down here. Well, there we are. We're now underwater in Rusty Ruin. Bet you never expected to see a sight like this in a Fang game, did you? No! I'm not in a submitting top form yet. I didn't actually realize there were breakable pillars across this bed of water. Where is that I don't think there's any contraption around here, is there? Whatever. Let's jump back down here, see what we can find. Oh yeah, if you ever do get lost in Rusty Ruin, use these statues of Knuckles to guide your way through the course. He'll always point you in the right direction. I'm not kidding, he actually will. So unlike the actual Knucklehead himself who lets himself get misled by Eggman, this stony counterpart to the redhead will not mislead you whatsoever. So this time you can trust him. Wow, what a shocking thing to say, isn't it? If I seem a little slow right now, honestly, I just woke up from a quick little nap I took before I started recording this video, so if I seem a little slow to process some things, forgive me. I'll try and shake it off quickly. Man, I kinda wish this had a drop dash. I don't know why it doesn't have a drop dash. I really don't know why. Not that it's a big deal, really. I've played Sonic games for like over 25 years without the drop dash, so I can adjust without it. But it becomes such a, desired ability to have in Sonic's repertoire of moves that I'm surprised Soda Nut left it out. Maybe he didn't feel it would be fair for, how the Fang game was made? He would know better than I, though. So let's head back on this way. And yes, there are bubble shields in the game. I think I've exemplified that much in Green Grove. So hopefully with one around here. Oh yeah. There are switches like this you can find underwater that will generate vortexes that will take you straight up to these sections of Rusty Ruin, exactly like this. I thought for a minute you could guide your trajectory to a left or right by how you tilted the stick, but that does not appear to be the case. There was actually a chaos ring to the left of us as we were shooting upward, but I could not get Sonic in that gate in the nick of time. And speaking of gates, oh, you guys are so not ready for what is to come in the first act boss. We're actually not done with this stage yet, so don't be fooled by this goalpost. Yep. Fang the Sniper, boys. Fang is in this game. This Fang game does call back to Sonic Triple Trouble, where the three hooligans made their appearance. At least I assume they made their appearance there, because I actually never... Well, don't I have quite a story about Triple Trouble to tell you. So, the thing is, I was one of those lucky enough to have a Game Gear as a kid, though I'm not sure if you would call it lucky. Oh, shoot. Because of how hard it was to keep the Game Gear running in the first place. What with the requirement for having 6 AA batteries and whatnot. But let's worry about this boss first. Fang jumps all around the stage, dropping bombs here and there, and occasionally he will shoot his pop gun at you, whether it be from the air or from the ground. You have to be ready to respond accordingly whenever he attacks, or you could get overwhelmed quickly. But once you land 8 hits on him, he is out cold. I totally didn't expect to see Fang included in this game, but that was excellent. I did tell you a bit ago that there would be references to different pieces of the Sonic lore in this Fang game that weren't originally in Sonic 3D Blast. And this is but one example of it. Another example was with Silver Sonic, who showed up in Sonic 2 Game Gear. Uh-oh, we're about to get surprised! We are going for a dive into Rusty Ruin Act 2! Yeah, be very careful. There are collapsible platforms all around here. And I don't feel like taking the underwater section. I'd rather stick to the upper area as much as I can. Because I don't think anybody's up for hearing a drowning theme again. But yeah, anyway, we're in Rusty Ruin Act 2, and I was just talking about my little story revolving around Triple Trouble. So, yeah. Like I said, I had a Game Gear, and it was no easy feat continuing to play it with requirement for 6 AA batteries. Now, I eventually got a copy of Sonic Triple Trouble, on which the cover revealed the existence of Fang, what the heck? Come on, buzz off! Ain't nobody got time for you. Man, I hate these. Fang the Sniper, Beam a Dynamite, and Bark the Bear. Those 3 characters made up the hooligans in the Sonic lore. And at the time I got Triple Trouble, I had somehow lost my Game Gear. I had no idea what happened to it, but I just could not find it. And because I didn't have it, I was unable to play the game that I had got. And that made me quite sad. And I was only a little kid, too. To this day, I have no idea what happened to my Game Gear, how I lost it to begin with. But now there is a little thing called emulators, along with the fact that you can actually unlock the Game Gear titles as playable games while playing Sonic Adventure 1. And that was a nice little feat that I hadn't even known was possible, but apparently when you play the original Sonic Adventure 1 and not the Director's Cut version, you can't unlock the Game Gear titles to play with them. But you have to be playing on an abysmally small screen to enjoy them, because they were initially made for a handheld setting, as opposed to a full screen setting. And I don't think anybody was down for playing a game that was gonna be on this, a screen the size of like an ant. Alright, we seem to be going the wrong way, but this invincibility monitor could be very handy, so we're gonna pick that up, and then follow the guidance of Knuckles the Echidna. Break our way through these walls, and this will need a spin dash opposed to spinning top. I don't know why you couldn't just break through those walls while in spinning top form, at the same time you could spin dash them. That's a little odd to me, but oh well, hardly something to complain about. I don't think there's anything more you could break through while you're in Beyblade form. I actually never watched Beyblade, I'll admit that much right now. Now, don't kill me for that admission, please. But I do understand the Beyblade reference, so that's why I broke it out. Okay, we're gonna rocket our way all the way up here, and, well, there wasn't really any point in picking up that shield. Shoot. Man, that slanted slope there made it hard for me to jump over that flamethrower. I guess I just waited and been ready to spin dash at the right timing, but I got impatient. Wait, what's up here? What's up here? Oh, crap, another special stage ring, and I have no idea how I'm gonna get to that one. But seeing the special stages are not quite in good graces with me, I'm not even gonna bother with them. We're just here to relax and enjoy the game in its entirety, so we're not gonna stress ourselves out with those special stages. Like I said, it's not the fact that they're half pipes that I have an issue with. If the raids come in too fast for me to be able to respond accordingly, and I don't know, I'd have to play through them a huge number of times to get fully accommodated to them. But anyway, back to Rusty Ruin. I see you with that labyrinth layout, and those green gems in the tiles too. Woo! I really do appreciate how 3D Blast in 2D form calls back to the classic Sonic lineup. It's really cool. But we seem to be lost here. We need to unlock that gate, but how would we go about it? I guess take the spring and, well, not go that way. Let's take the spring and come on up here. Oh! That must be the switch we needed to hit in order to proceed further through the stage, and oh! Now that is cool. I actually think in a way, Rusty Ruin was also meant to serve as a reference to the existence of the Super Emeralds in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. These podiums that you see here resembling flower petals were also the chambers in which the Super Emeralds were stored. You also see this reference in Sonic Mania when you temporarily step back inside Hidden Palace after beating the Lava Reef stage as Knuckles rather than as Sonic. Because just like in Sonic 3, Knuckles had a storyline that deviated slightly from that of Sonic if you played through the game as Knuckles, in which he had to take on one of the hard-boiled heavies trying to steal the Master Emerald. And Knuckles was like, I had it stolen once, I'm not going through that trouble again. He learned. He learned from his lessons. Again, something I would not expect to say about the Knucklehead, but yeah, jump onto that platform. I was afraid that spike ball there would scratch me, even if ever so slightly. And then it happens anyway! That's such a cruel joke. Okay, let's make our way through here, but be very careful with these flamethrowers built into the wall. I think they come out at randomized intervals, so you'll have to be very careful making your way through areas like that. Now let's break this pillar down. Oh wait! Huh? What's in here? Is there anything in here? Okay, give us nothing but just a hole in the ground. Let's keep going. But remember when I said dick moves? Well, the reason why I say dick moves is because you cannot just speed through Rusty Ruin, unfortunately. This is one of those reasons why. Because with a screen layout as small as this, more often than not, you won't be ready with the badness flying in from off-screen. And the same applies to traps. So this is a level you really do have to slow your pace down in. And I know Sonic players don't like to go slow, especially when they're playing Smash Ultimate, but you won't really have a choice here. Let's pick up this ring box. Bam! Alright, now we're wasting a little bit too much time here. I think there is a time limit of 10 minutes per ad, so we need to pick it up and not get munched on by that sorry excuse for a half-sibling to Vector the Crocodile.
Find the computer room!
Oh, whoops. Did Vector overhear me and send in that trap over there to shut me up? If so, I'm sorry? Oh, wow. Yo, you're not ready for this sunset. Look at this. Is this not nice? Ah, shoot. Great. Now I have to work my way back up there. I didn't mean to go so far off the edge like that. Is there a platform coming in from the left? Isn't there? Wait, no. I think that's such high collapsible platforms to jump across or to get over here. Luckily for me, I had that fire shield up until the stupid little bumblebee took it from me again. You little pest. This is why I don't like bugs. What purpose do bugs serve to society? Seriously, what purpose? Anyway, oh shoot, I meant to guide Sonic onto that spring right there, because that's going to be how you have to get Sonic across this part of the stage. And you have to do so while he's a Beyblade, because if not, you will not be able to proceed any further. And you'll see why in a second. Let's drop down here. Now keep the stick held down while you're flying through the air, or you're not going to get the momentum necessary to break these pillars while in Beyblade form. Also going to touch this checkpoint, and take a moment to admire the sunset peeking out from behind the pillars in Rusty Ruin. This too was not in 3D Blast, but was also a very welcome addition to the stage backgrounds. Sodonuk, this is stunning, man. This is also meant to serve as foreshadowing from the next stage in the game, which is Spring Stadium, in case some of you forgot your history regarding 3D Blast. As for this boss, well, you're not going to fight Fang again, but Eggman is going to come back out to play. And if you played Sandopolis, you might recognize this boss, but it functions dramatically differently and will present a greater challenge. You have to position yourself underneath these claws to get Eggman to drop them without actually getting crushed yourself, because if you do stay under them for too long, you will lose a life. And then once you do make him drop the claws, you use it as a stepping stone to propel yourself up to Eggman's weak point and attack him there. But you have to be quick enough to do this 8 times, because if you take too long, well, you're going to get crushed into that spike bed to the left here. In other words, just like the Flying Battery Act 1 boss in Sonic Mania, this boss comes with a time limit, so you really gotta be quick. Fortunately, this boss only takes 8 hits to defeat, like most Sonic bosses do in fact. And once you've gotten that over and done with, you're finished with Rusty Ruin. And yeah, we are running low on time, but before I close out this stage, you see these murals? These came from Sonic 3. In fact, that one is designed a bit differently from the murals seen in Sonic 3. Perhaps a reference to the final boss in this game, regarding the Master Emerald. And this is also a mural, I bet this is a mural about perfect chaos and Sonic adventure. It's only half of it is visible thanks to the destruction left behind by that boss, but that's definitely a Chaos and Sonic adventure, and I absolutely love the reference to a modern game in a classic setting. Exactly like Sonic after the sequel, which, according to Lake Shepard, had a lot of references to Sonic heroes. But anyway, we're gonna clean out the Rusty Ruin boss and teleport to the Spring Stadium! Woo! This is a beautiful recreation of 3D Blast's Spring Stadium. And we're gonna get to experience it for ourselves in the next video, but for now, that will do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed what you saw here as much as I enjoyed playing through it. And our next video, we'll check out Spring Stadium and Sonic 3D in 2D. If you love what you saw here, let me know with your likes and comments. And to keep up with my Sonic content, hit that sub button, but what I would much rather you do is ring that bell so that you won't miss out any notifications about my channel. So again, ring that bell, it's super important. And you have a Discord account, I wouldn't mind you dropping into my Discord server. Definitely would love to see you there. We're growing an awesome community over there, and I would love to have you join me on there. So on that note, I'm gonna close out this video, and I will see you all in Spring Stadium for Sonic 3D and 2D. Until then, Blue Blur for life, take care.